Hello, I'm Tom Booker, Senior Instructor. Thank you for joining me. This video tutorial is for our fundamentals students. These are the skills you're learning in our B lessons for your second achievement stripe during our autumn term. The skills we're going over in this video tutorial are the Jack Benny stance, shifting back into a wedge guard as a defense against a push, a grab, or a strike. The two-hand wrist release. The double grab release. The ground defense position. Switching sides. And scooting away from an attacker and rising safely to a standing position. Please use this tutorial to help you practice your karate skills at home. We're going to be looking at standing defense using the Jack Benny stance, shifting away from an attacker as we move to a wedge guard position. Now we're going to start off just looking at the footwork. My Jack Benny stance, typically my feet are about shoulder width wide here. I don't want them in this kind of close. I do want to be a little bit spread out, my knees a little bit bent here. Now to move back from here, let's assume that my attacker is over here on this side. I'm going to just shift this direction, spread out a little bit more, bend my knees and drop a little bit lower, let my body mass sink a little closer to the floor. That's going to put me in a stronger position. So we're starting here, again, a little bit of a bend in the knees, basically upright, and I'm shifting back here, moving away, dropping into a stronger position. And once more, just here, a nice relaxed position, here, dropping back, and at this point, my legs are having to work harder to hold me in position. That's part of the idea. That's part of what makes this a stronger position. Now let's add in the hands to this. I'm here in my Jack Benny stance, nice and relaxed, but ready for trouble if it comes. And then trouble does come, I'm shifting away, bringing up that wedge to protect myself. And I'm here, and shifting away, wedging up, and I can easily move back further from here if I need to. Once more, I'm here, shifting away, wedging up, and again, sinking a bit lower into a stronger position. Now we're going to be looking at this as a defense against three different attacks, but very similar attacks. A shove, a grab, and a strike. We're going to respond to all three of them in very much the same way. Thompson, if I could have your assistance, please.
Sir.
All right. So we're going to start here from a Jack Benny stance, and he's just going to step in and shove me from the front. A nice gentle push, and I'm going to move with the push and settle back into my into my wedge guard. Start with a gentle but firm push here, and just move with it. I'm not trying to stonewall this. If I just insist on trying to remain upright, what he's going to do is push me off balance. And I'm going to be unable to protect myself, which is the idea behind this kind of shove attack. If he shoves me and I go off balance, I'm wide open for some kind of follow-up attack. And we'll go just a little faster and harder. Here. And we're using that shuffle step as part of this. But again, I don't go off balance. I just ride his push. He's going to have to come to me. Now, We can also try this from just facing straight on. He's going to come in and push my shoulder balance points. And I'm going to shift back and move away. This is going to be a little harder. Again, if you would please. There. Now again, if I try to stonewall this, you cannot move me. Ah! Yeah. I'm wide open to it. So I'm not trying to stonewall. I'm going to take the energy of his attack and let it put me into a defensible position, into my wedge guard very, very quickly. Now, we can also do this against a grab. If he comes in and tries to grab a hold of me, again, we'll start from a Jack Benny stance. Now he touched me. He can get his hands on me if he really tries. But he can't get a hold of anything he can really work with. I can slip away from him. Once more, if you would. And if he really insists on pursuing this, and he's going to wind up, I can convince him to let it go. Having my elbow up his nose is going to be really persuasive. Now again, a little harder is going from this position, shifting back into my wedge guard. And he comes in at me. And that sweep across of my elbow also helps. If you would, once more. You know, again, it's not a matter of he can't touch me. If he's really prepared to try and he can touch me, he can't get a decent hold of me. All right, last one we're going to look at is the strike. We're going to use that open hand strike we have been practicing. What he's going to do, he's going to try to take that right hand. He's going right for here. Now, I don't want that to happen. On this hand, if you would, please. Just, no. That helps. Let everybody see. Like that. Once more. Right, I do not want to take that on the side of the head. That's a serious strike. So from here, go. I'm shifting back, moving away, if you would. All right, again, a little bit harder. Once you're used to doing that, let's try from this parallel position. So this is not nearly as much fun as he was expecting. He wants to hit me here. He doesn't, getting hit on the elbow here, that's not a lot of fun for him. And again, he's going to be persuaded to lay off pretty quickly. This is not the way Mr. Bully wants this to go. Thank you, Mr. Thompson. But that's our shift back into a wedge guard against 3 attacks.
Okay, we're going to look at the 2-hand wrist release. Okay, so we've been working on the single wrist release, like a rolling wrist release, the wedge wrist release. So with the 2-handed wrist release, actually we're using we're assisting our release with our other hand. So you're going to stand, have your hands up front like this. Okay, let's say my partner grabs my right wrist. The first thing you should do, you should always move in, okay? Keep your elbow in nice and tight. Okay, you can bring your hand onto your fist, and what you're going to do is you can pull 2 ways. You can pull to the side, or you can pull up and move away in a wedge guard. So, you're going to grab your wrist, you're going to move in, elbow in nice and tight. Grab your fist, make a nice tight fist. And then either pull to the side or pull up for the release. Likewise on the other side, they grab this side, move in, elbow in nice and tight, grab your fist, pull up, like so, or you could pull to the side, either way. Okay, I'm gonna have Ms. Thompson assist me with this. Okay, Ms. Thompson, right hand on my left wrist. Okay,
Single?
yes, just single. So, okay, so of course I don't want to pull because I can't, it's really hard for me to get free. I don't have any leverage, so I'm gonna move in nice and close, actually. They're not expecting me to move in. Make a nice tight fist. Okay, I'm gonna grab it. I'm gonna pull to the side, like that, or I can move in, pull straight up. Try it one time. Okay, move in, okay, nice and close. And yank, pull away, just like that. Okay, now let's try it with come along grab. So, yeah, like that. Okay, now the thumb's on the other side. So you're gonna go, that's where the weak side of the grip is. So what you're gonna do is make a fist and then yank down, just like that. So whatever side the thumb is on, that's the direction you wanna go. So let's try it again. Come along grab, move in, yank, move away. Really hard to hold on to. Okay, now, the two-handed wrist grab. So I'm gonna have Ms. Thompson do a two-handed. Okay, both thumbs are on top. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna reach over in between his arms. I'm gonna move in, come up, like so. Okay, thumbs are on top. That's the weak part of the grip. Okay, straight that again. Thumbs on top. I'm gonna move in nice and close. Wedge guard and move away. Okay, now he's gonna do it so the thumbs are. Yeah. So, okay, you can do two things. You can try to come down. You can try to come over the top like this, or you can come straight down, just like that. Let's try that again. So basically, the thumbs are actually down here. So I'm gonna move in, yank, move away. Okay, and that's the wrist release, two-handed wrist release, and a wrist release from a two-handed grab. Okay, we're going to look at getting into the ground defense position and rotating on switching sides, switching hips, and then we're going to move on to starting from the ground defense position and getting up to a standing positions. So getting up from ground defense up to where you want to stand, because you don't want to stay on the ground too long. You get knocked over by a bad guy, you want to get up from that position. So we're going to start with working from switching sides from the ground defense position. So go ahead and sit down. Okay. So I want to start, do a good slap out. Remember, a good slap out, your arms are right about here, not way out here, but midway between your legs and out here. So, chin down, I'm going to slap out, and I'll move on to my right hip. Okay, make sure your front knee and your front elbow is pointed towards your attacker or partner. Okay? You don't want to have your foot out here like this. You want to keep it in nice and tight, and then keep the other foot right inside. And you want to keep that elbow nice and hot. Okay, you want to protect your face, and you want your leg to protect the front of your body. And then you can, of course, you can use, if somebody's trying to strike you with a blocker, you can slap it out like this. Of course, you want to do a quick slap and come back to that defense position. Okay, so we're going to do switch sides. We're going to practice going from side to side. So basically, also very important is that back arm that supports you. You want to have it straight to keep you upright. Okay, you don't want to be in this position because it's really difficult to move around in this position. You want to be in this position. So we're going to go ahead and switch hips. So I'm going to roll over my left hip and make sure my front knee is in nice and tight. And my elbow, I'm in a good wedge guard, just like that. And back arm is straight. Slap out if I need to. So I'm going to do this a few times. I'm going to go over, just like that. Okay. Front leg is, okay. gonna switch again, like so. And then switch again, just like that, okay? So just very simple maneuver, and of course continue to practice this at home. Okay, so now we're gonna look at is getting up from the ground defense position and getting up to a standing position. So, Mr. Thompson, okay. So I'll go ahead and sit down. Actually, I'm going to demonstrate this first. So what I want to do is I want to slap out, roll over into a good ground defense position. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to scoot and then scoot. Okay, remember I'm pulling my legs in after I scoot. Then I'm going to bring my back knee down. Okay, just like that. And I'm going to go up, maintaining my wedge guard. Okay, very important to maintain that wedge guard. Let me demonstrate that one more time. Chin down. Slap up. Okay. I'm going to scoot. Scoot. To bring my right knee down. Okay. Now I'm going to move away. Just like that. Okay, so Mr. Thompson's going to help me demonstrate how this works while you're under attack. Okay. So he's going to push me over. Okay. So he's going to try to stop me. So move away. Okay. I'm going to use my wedging arm. I'm going to slap that target out of the way, but come back to that wedge guard. Okay, I'm going to move. Just like that. Let's do that one more time. Okay, so remember, you're slapping a striking implement like a blocker. You're slapping, coming back to that wedge guard, okay? And when you're stomping, of course, you don't want to leave that foot out there when you're moving away. Okay. Okay, thank you, Mr. Thompson. Sorry. Okay, I think that's everything. Ground defense position, switching sides, and getting up from into the standing position from the ground defense position.